now Trump comes back, and all of a sudden, all the people who are in favor of Ukraine on the right now say that it's a kleptocracy and Zelensky is a bad guy and Putin, not so bad. Russia, not so bad. You are a big purveyor of this, and I want to understand it.
I've said the same thing, I think, since day one, which is this is not in our interest at all. And Russia, of course, has an interest in what happens in Ukraine. They want to control Ukraine to some extent. It's their neighbor. If you had a government in Canada that was bent on destroying the United States, you would overthrow the premier of Canada because you can't have that. It's your neighbor. You're a great power. And that's how Russia sees itself. Now, you could say, well, that's against international law or whatever, but that's the way nations behave. And great nations have an expectation they're not going to have an enemy on their border if they can help it.
Zelensky articulates a very different case, right?
What's his case?
His case is he wanted America and Europe to help them fight back Russia because Russia wants to reestablish the USSR. And he wants to keep Ukraine sovereign. Now, all of a sudden, Zelensky's a thief. They're stealing all our money. They're selling all our weapons to Mexican cartels. None of these things are true.
Well, that is true.
Why?
He has absolutely, as a matter of fact, the Ukrainian military has sold those weapons on the black market around the world. You believe it's outside the realm of possibility that facing defeat, the leaders of that military would not sell the weapons that they're getting from the West?
This is not documented stuff, and it seems to want to smear Ukraine to make them the bad guy and make Russia the good guy.
Ukraine. What I'm telling you is the Ukrainian military has sold huge amounts of American-supplied, NATO-supplied weapon systems around the world, and they're purchasable now by governments and armed groups and are being purchased.
And why hasn't it been documented?
This will be documented. And I got that directly, once again, from someone who purchased quite a few of those weapons, who I know personally, and in another country, and knows a lot about this.